I think sometimes people think that children are kind of like a mystery box, kind of like you have a baby and then you just see what it is. You see what you got, what kind of behavior you've got specifically. You just see, do I have a super wild kid? Do I have a super calm kid? Do I have good behavior kid or a bad behavior kid? Just kind of, you just see what you get. I think people think, oh, you're super lucky. You have such good kids, such easy kids. And I don't mean good kids, but easy to get along with kids. And I'm saying it's not that. It's you teach your kid how to view the world. You teach your kid how to view themselves, and you teach your kid how to act, all based on your behavior. I think kids come to this world super adaptable, where they can just kind of fit into any environment. And yes, there is some genetic components. There's obviously some genetic basis for behavior, but I would say the majority of it is parenting and is just the environment they're in. So try to cultivate your environment so that'll be conducive to having good behavior kids, because good behavior is really nice. Where you can be have a biblical situation where your children are a rest unto your soul. Can you imagine? Where you're around your children and they are a rest unto your soul. It's because they are not foolish. They're not overly silly and out of control. And yes, we have fun, but we're not foolish. We're not crazy. I don't have to live in fear of my house being destroyed. There's a little bit of that, but you can nip a lot of that in the bud, and it's definitely age appropriate. They're definitely able to understand and do stuff more than we give them credit for. So, I don't know. I think we're babying our children a little too much. I think they can step it up a little bit to learn to have things like respect for people's property. That's boundaries, right? Respecting people's boundaries and respecting people's time. I don't know. In a nice way, because you teach your kid how they are too. So if you're always angry with them and upset, you're teaching your kid that they are someone worthy of being upset with. Kind of gets them, a little bit of a more depressing start on life, more of a nervous or unsure of themselves start on life. I heard in that one really controversial book, To Train Up a Child, your kids need your smile like a plant needs sunshine. Your kids need your smile and approval and good job and I love you and you're a good kid. You're a normal kid. This is exactly how you're supposed to be. We'll teach you. They need that more than, or as much as a plant needs sunshine. It's like they need it to grow. They spiritually need it in their consciousness bodies. They need to have that approval and that acceptance and that love and be raised in that kind of environment. And he says, if you are unable to properly train your kids, that's on you. It's just then you need to lower your standards of what you'll accept and smile at them anyway. He says something like that. If you're unable to train them, then realize that it's the fault lies with you and smile at them anyway. Then you need to lower your standard and figure out how you can still be smiling, because you're not training them, okay, but that's not their fault. They shouldn't have that constant disapproval then, right? Oh, you guys are so awful. Because, it's not their fault that you just don't know how to consistently parent. I don't know. It's parenting. There's a lot of easy parenting strategies too, really easy way, so easy, is you could just binge watch Super Nanny and just kind of get the feel for how Joe Frost does things. That's a pretty good one. Just have love in your heart, realize the value of the present moment. Try to figure out how to cultivate glad feelings of great joy, even with all kinds of stuff going down around you.